I'm Kev.
And I'm Steve.
And we're from the internet.
Want to help us spread the We're From the Internet word? Leaving us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes and Stitcher would give us a nice little boost in the search results and help new listeners find us.
Any tips you've got for getting two 18-month-old kids to sleep at night?
I had a CD when my kid was a baby of just a hairdryer, and it was just on loop.
Is that because there was no reason for you to have an ordinary hairdryer in your house?
I found a site on the internet that had white noise. I think it's like
Why did you have it on a CD? Did you have kids in the 90s or something?
This was like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, MP3s had existed for 10 years by that point.
I got like the MP3 or the WAV file or whatever from like whitenoise.com or something like that. I wouldn't go there. That's probably a Ku Klux Klan website.
That's a podcast. We've had them as guests on the Joe Gamer podcast.
But anyway, I got...
So that was quite the aspersion you've just thrown around there.
But anyway, I had hairdryer, I had vacuum cleaner, and a load of other random ones like that, running water. And the reason it was a CD was because we had to have the CD player in our room so that we could just hit play whenever she woke up. So for the first 6 months of her life, every time she woke up at night, it was just white noise, and me and my wife would just be trying to not have a meltdown, but it would work. It would just put her to sleep really quickly.
Yeah, but this is 2. It's not 1. Would it work with 2? Would they be like the Furbies from a week ago and just setting each other off? One wakes up because of the train noise, and now they're both woken up and they're speaking in Furby language at each other. Is that what kids do?
Probably, but you could try giving them, I don't know, nice headphones with low-level white noise, or taking them to the bathroom and just running a tap. A weird thing I used to do was move my arms up and down, like, whoa, like as if I was going to drop her, but I wasn't. Oh, she was perfectly safe, but for some reason, going up and down instead of left and right or front and back seemed to make her just... I think it took her mind off the crying the first time because she thought she was falling, but then she found that quite nice, like she's bobbing up and down.
My solution that I had was just be a heavy sleeper, and then you don't care if they're awake.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did with the second one.
Yeah. That's the key to it, really. I used to take them out for a walk in their pram for like 20 minutes, an hour before they went to bed. That would get them sleepy. Give them a nice glug of some milk, stick them in bed, and then just lock them in a soundproof room until morning.
Going for a drive as well always used to work. We still do that now a little bit. If we're leaving somewhere after bedtime and they're buzzing because they've been so excited, we normally just drive round Deeping for a bit until they fall asleep. We've done that a few times and just carry them off to bed. I'm trying to think of anything else that really works, you know, like...
Rum.
Rum, bit of brandy.
Some for them as well might work, but equally, if you just drink a lot of rum and then you'll fall asleep and they can't wake you.
Start working nights, you don't have to deal with it. Or if you... Another thing we did when my daughter was little was my wife stayed up all day, I stayed up all night.
See, you've said that to me before.
We crossed over in the middle.
Bizarre.
It just worked. I was off, she was off, so she had the day shift. We met when I woke up so I'd sort of sleep all day until about 6 and then have dinner for breakfast. And then I'd stay up until about 8, and then she'd get up, and then I'd sleep through till about 6. And normally, it's weird, sleeping in the day, I always feel like I wake up earlier.
So you'd sleep for 10 hours?
Well, I'd probably get up earlier than that, but yeah, it's pretty much, I'd stay up all night and then sleep for a long time. We both were very well rested because we never bothered each other. And we saw each other in the middle bit for 8 hours or so. That was always really good. I don't know why more people don't do that. They should give...
Because people have jobs!
Well, yeah, but they should give paternity and maternity leave for like 6 months.
They're 18 months old, these children. He'd basically just have to not have a job until they were teenagers to run your system. You're mad.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to train them into falling asleep at that point. Fill them up with a lot of milk. You can get night-night milk as well, can't you? That it isn't like a euphemism that you're knocking them out or something. But it's like heavier milk that goes in their stomachs and makes them sleep for longer.
Yeah, they have to chew it on the way down. Yeah, I mean, 18 months old, they could have a couple of slices of pizza. Fill them up, keep them...
Yeah.
Why aren't they sleeping through at 18 months old? Mine were. Mine was sleeping through at like 3-4 months old. But then I suppose we are both outstanding examples of parents.
Yeah.
So, we just got it down. We know what we're doing.
At the moment, mine he's 2.5 and he sleeps better than I do, than my daughter does. You know, he takes after me, he just sleeps. But
that's because of the rum he has before bed.
Yeah, he does like a good couple of cocktails.
Did you know my children the other day said we still haven't met Sheepdog's child, and I said,
yes, they have.
Not the youngest one. They've met oldest one, and I said, he's nearly 3 now. No, he's not. We wanted to meet him when he was a baby. Well, that ship has sailed. You need to tell Sheepdog to get at it.
They saw him at Tesco's. I bumped into your ex-wife in Tesco's with them. I'm sure I did, unless that was just my daughter. We were getting rum for old Busco.
Yeah, but they were quite upset that he's not a baby anymore, and they still haven't met him.
That's their fault, really, isn't it?
Their fault?
I was going to say problem, and I didn't mean it to come out like that. That's their problem.
Well,
that's their fault.
What do they do to solve their problem now? Time machine,
I suppose, yeah.
No, it's too late now, unless he can pretend to be a baby. Is he good at pretending?
Well, he does. If I said, do you want me to hold you like a baby, he says yes.
Oh, well, there you go then. Sort that out, then they can come and see him, and they want to give him his milk and change his nappy.
Bless him. Yeah, can change his nappy. He still has nappies.
Oh, there you go then. They can come over and do that.
When they're supposed to stop having nappies? It's about now, isn't it? We are potty training him. It's just...
I don't really know.
Less hassle.
All I know is mine don't have nappies anymore. I remember a time when they did have nappies. Now they don't.
I'm looking forward to the 80 quid saving there.
£80? How often are you spending £80?
Well, it's just whatever child benefit he gets just goes on nappies and stuff, doesn't it? It's probably not that much of spending. I reckon it's like...
No, a pack of nappies is like £6, isn't it, for a pack of nappies? How often are you changing nappies?
15 quid.
Oh, he sneezed. Change his nappy.
No, he just does massive poos.
Tell him to stop. Stop giving him pizza and rum before bed, then he won't poo so much. That's where you're going wrong. How many nappies did you get for a day? Does he take after you in all respects? Is he a pooing machine?
I don't know. I must change about 4 times a night.
Are you serious? And it's poo every time?
No, not poo every time. But if they're heavy-looking nappies... Like letting the poor lad walk around with urine all over his behind.
It's funny.
Nah.
It's character building. Save you a few quid. You can spend that money on cigars then.
Well, once he's out of nappies, it's cigars all the way for me and him then.
He's going to have the cigars too, is he?
Well, how else is he going to drink his rum like a gentleman?
Do you have cigars? Cigars are more of an accompaniment for brandy, I would say. Rum... You kind of just drink rum in the park and then fall over.
Well, brandy, rum, whiskey, he likes all of them. He's an equal opportunist drinker.
Want an extra episode of We're From The Internet every week? Head over to we'refromtheinternet.com/bonus to get an exclusive weekly bonus episode 100% free.